Hey guys, Shirtless Curtis here. Just wanted to let you know that YouTube has been on a blockathon again, blocking our videos. So if you enjoy the anime reactions, the reactions to the TV shows, cartoons, all that stuff, please just check out the Goosh, our Patreon. Got tons and tons of full reactions over there, and we really have a good time. If you got a second, check it out for me. Now, you guys all remember Psycho Sid, Sid Vicious, right? I have one story about him I thought you guys might find interesting. It was back it would have been the late 90s, and Sid was working the indies. Now, he was already a big star. I don't remember what was going on at this particular point in his career, why he was, away from the big promotions and working the indies. But you guys who are better, more knowledgeable wrestling historians than I can probably figure it out. This would have been like, I think 97, 98. But anyway, he was working an indie show with us, and I only got to work with him once, and I never got to wrestle him. I was just on one show with him. But I got to tell you, good dude. Now, when I tell you a story like this, I only met the man once, but my impression of him was entirely positive. Just, hung right out with the boys, just one of the guys. And for somebody who was, a big name and everything, working in an indie show, he didn't have any type of attitude about that or anything. Like, oh man, look, look at this shithole I find myself in now. Nothing like that. He was really cool, and he was going to be working with my buddy Dave at the time. And now Dave is an amazing, amazing worker, one of my very best friends in the business, and just a phenomenal wrestler. So they're putting their match together, and Sid was just like, at least for us, Sid was like that same jacked up personality that you see on camera. I mean, but that was him even backstage. He was just having it. He was all about it. And so they're putting their match together. And of course, Sid was going to go over. But at one point, he asked Dave. He says, "So, what's your finisher?" And Dave says, "Well, lately I've been using the Michinoku driver." And Sid goes, "The fuck is that?" And Dave says, "It's just a sit out body slam." He said, "I'll just body slam you, boom, right on my ass, sit out and and slam you down between my legs." Sid thinks about it for a second and goes, "Hook me up with that." He goes, he was just game for anything. And as soon as he said it, they got finished putting their match together. He walked away. We came over to Dave and went, and Dave's a big boy too, not as big as Sid, but a big boy. We went over to Dave and said, "Listen, dude, if you ever drop him on his head, that's a big guy. He's gonna kill you before we can even get out there and get him off you." And David's just like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up." I was already thinking about that, but the thing was, the match went off without a hitch. Dave nailed the spot like he always does. Again, Dave's a real pro. Hit the spot perfect, but I just thought it's fun to share stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned, old Sid was just a really good dude. He seemed to enjoy being in the business. And it's really fun when you get to meet the guys who are the big names and know that they're in the business because they seem to really love the business. And at least that's my impression of them. Good dude, old Sid.